25 candidates, some of them veterans of at least one term, are running again this election. A number of the candidates have talked about the desire for a more cooperative council in the next 4 years. But with diverse ideas around the council chambers, cooperation can be a challenge.
All but one of the incumbent council members has thrown his hat into the ring for a run at another 4 years around council chambers. A number of the incumbents talked during the campaign about the desire for strong relationships in the coming term.
So it really is about respect and integrity and working together. So again, this has probably been a bit of a challenge this term, but I think we did a lot of good things as well. So I think it's just the balance, like you said, it is the balance of good, healthy debate and moving issues forward.
But having that overall consensus among 9 members of mayor and council can be daunting, depending on how strongly and how passionately a councillor feels about an issue.
When a decision doesn't go your way, depending on how passionate you are about that item, it can be frustrating for an individual if they feel like their agenda is not being advanced through, or they don't have support around the table. And so people handle that in different ways. What's most important is that you leave it at the door. When the decision is made, you respect the will of council and you move forward.
Mayor Sherry Green reinforces that notion. There are 9 members of council, each one with a single voice. No one voice wields any greater power than the others.
The reality is, at the council table, there's only one mayor, and you are a leader among equals. You've all been elected, and it doesn't matter whether you finished 1st or 8th, you all have one vote. So the mayor is one vote at the table, and so that is something I think that certainly people have misconceptions about, that the mayor somehow rules the roost, or that things are organized ahead of time. It's just not the case.
Hopeful Gillian Merrick can be viewed as something of an issues-based candidate. Her views may not conform to the mainstream, but that doesn't mean there cannot be give and take.
That's the take, is that if you're bringing an issue to the table that not everyone recognizes being the most important issue, you have to be willing to lend your time and concede your time to other issues as well. And that was the big one for me. It's like, yes, infrastructure deficit is the biggest problem in Prince George right now, but I have no doubt that every single councillor at the table is going to be working towards that. And so what are some of the other issues that are happening in the city that I can bring a bit of focus to?
She says when it comes to the one at the helm, it's important to give all of what she calls board members a venue to be comfortable expressing their views. Cheryl Jan, CKPG News.